there, and welcome to another exciting edition of your favorite relationship talk show, Sister Sister. We're live on City FM and City TV. My name is Jessica, and shortly I'll be introducing the sisters. Plus, I'll let you know exactly how you can be part of our conversations today. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to Sister Sister. Now, remember, it's a relationship talk show. Essentially, what it means is we're going to be discussing all the things that happen in your relationships, the good, the bad, the ugly. If you're out there and you would like for us to, perhaps share our opinions on one or two things concerning a relationship, you can send them in via WhatsApp to 054-998-6996 or send an email to jessica@cityfmonline.com. Let's say hello to my sisters tonight. Rosina, Olivia, and Tina in the house. What's going on, ladies?
Nothing much. You look really pretty.
You say that all the time.
No, not all the time.
No?
No, today.
Then you've been lying to me sometimes. You don't look bad yourself. I really like your chain.
No.
It's good.
I'll pass it on to you.
Had a good week?
Yeah. Highs, lows, but it's been
You're
good.
here, so that's a good thing. Livy?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm excited for my husband, though.
Oh,
He got a
I saw
fancy
this.
interview in the BBC.
On the BBC.
I saw that.
Big
I saw
mountain
that.
French
I saw
and
that. Speaking in
stuff.
French and in English. I was like, speak to me in French sometime.
Oh, gosh.
Congratulations to him.
Yeah,
I saw that. It was
so
really
we're
well done.
Celebrating it.
Oh, how are you celebrating?
Celebrating it.
Well.
Okay,
Right.
I'm just saying.
You're allowed. It's legal. Rosina, what's good?
Hi, I'm good.
Yeah?
Just that. I'm
Really?
Good. Yes, I'm good.
Good.
I'm good.
All right, let's go right into action.
Yes.
All right. So Kwesi from Kaswa says, please, and good evening, I want you guys to help me with this. How much do you think is okay to give to my baby mama for monthly upkeep of a little baby who's yet to be 2 years old?
This one, I'll let you guys.
Who wants to go first? What do you think?
Rosie should go first.
I don't think there's anything cast in stone.
Yeah.
The most important thing is, I don't know whether she probably gives you an idea of what the expenses towards the child is. So that's something to be considered. And also you have to consider how much you earn every month. And you consider probably your baby mama's strength, because obviously the bringing up of your child is not entirely left to you. Whatever it is, I think it should be agreed between both parties. And then, because I don't think there's anything cast in stone, because depending on what school you want to take the child to, how you want to bring the child up, it comes with different levels of expenses. So depending on what you want for the child, that would determine what you want to give for the child's upkeep. But I don't think we can sit here then say that, 200 or 500 or 1,000. I don't think so. So it's going to be very difficult to give an amount. But it should be a healthy amount that can take good care of the child, make sure the child is brought up like you want the child to be brought up. If the child were living in your house, how much would you spend on the child? And you should honestly be willing to give off that much for the upkeep of the child. That's very important. And depending on who the wife is, it's important that that upkeep is also documented. When I'm saying documented, don't just do cash give out. Sometimes it's important that, especially in a baby mama case, to at least either have it transferred into her account or sent to her in a way that it can be shown that you contributed X much to the upkeep of the child. Yeah.
Okay.
I think what would also help will be to have a conversation with the baby mama. Ask her that, on a daily basis or on a monthly basis, how much does she usually spend on the child? Because she lives with the child and she determines what the child is going to eat, especially because you're not with them 24/7. There are clearly some odd cases whereby they would exaggerate the amount and probably go maybe give me 10,000 Ghana cedis a month. That one clearly that she's being unrealistic. But just to have an idea, because she takes care of the child, and have that conversation with her. And then based on that, tell her that, oh, this is what you can afford, or you see, it's hard for you to decide, especially because you're not living with them. Because if you're living with them, you'd be sure, say, okay, this is how much you spend on coupon money in school. This is, you know, but you can't just fork out money. You wouldn't know what is good. She will be able to determine what is good. Just have that conversation with her, have an idea, and then try and help. Because at the end of the day, it's your child.
Okay, so I think the little I'll add to that is it's all dependent on the lifestyle that you have. Like the parents have decided to give the child. So like it depends on even the hospital that you attend. Like it's dependent on the lifestyle.
So maybe the social class.
Yes, and then where you are at right now, and whether the baby mama is even in the position to chip in, because sometimes she may not be in that space. So I think you shouldn't also leave it solely for her to decide, because the two of you need to come to a compromise. Because if she tells you that, listen, that he or the baby eats Cerelac in the morning, eats Latogen in the afternoon, eats whatever, and your budget is not up to that, then it will be so you need to discuss it and then come to a compromise, something that's not way above you, and then you'll be fine. So
and perhaps if you have friends who are also in the same scenario, have been through it, you can ask them. You know, like close friends, you can confide and ask them, you know, what they averagely send or what they averagely spend, and that will give you I don't know, a good estimation of things. So yeah, that was a pretty straightforward question. We'll move on to question number 2, and it's from it says, sister, good evening. My name is Kofi in Koforidia. How many times are you supposed to be intimate with your wife in a week? If your wife is fond of complaining, my leg, my stomach, my head, and so on, anytime you get close to her, and chooses instead to watch porn on her phone during the act, what do I do?
Oh, wow.
Today I think, okay, this,
watch porn in the act.
The first two
During the
questions
act,
have
she
been,
has to watch it.
Okay, this is what it tells me. If she has to watch porn during the act, you don't turn her on.
Period.
Yeah.
Basically, that's
Like,
it.
there's nothing appealing about you. What you're doing is not. I mean, you are just doing it. So, or either that, or her sexual appetite is above
what you're doing,
some threshold, and she needs some kind of porn to stimulate her apart from the usual. So she's either addicted to porn, or she's not attracted to you.
Interesting.
Okay, per my view.
Okay.
Then when it comes to the number of times that you need to do it, it's also dependent on the people that we're talking about, you understand, and the circumstances surrounding, and the stage at which your relationship is at. So it's so many factors in one. We cannot say that. I don't even know whether you're married or you're just.
It says wife.
Dating. Is it wife?
Yeah. Wife.
Okay. So wife, other kids. Maybe no kids, pregnancy, it could be anything. So I think it's also, you need to gauge the mood. You need to gauge what's happening at that time, and be sensitive. You know, be sensitive to her. If she's saying she's tired, she's whatever, use other means. Sometimes just rub her feet, or, you know, start something that's would suggest that I'm in the mood, but I'm not forcing you. Give me the green light, something, you know, and then maybe you can take it from there. But porn there, I'll leave it to the masters.
So what does that mean?
So wait,
You know, sex is medicinal, I think. Well, for me, I can only speak for me. It's the reason why I'm saying. The reason why
we bow and we stand. All right.
So let me land.
See,
the reason why I'm saying that is because not only is sex an opportunity for couples to bond, like I always say, but it's therapeutic. it gives you an opportunity to. You see, it does so much. You see, and when you're married to somebody and you're being intimate and the person is disconnected, it takes away everything. You know, it takes away everything. There's clearly a connection problem here. It could be because of 1,000,001 reasons. You see, maybe how you give the sex is not exciting. Maybe no foreplay. I'm just saying, maybe that's not what it is. But there are little things that lead to women being excited about sex. It's a mental thing. And a woman has to connect. A woman has to, I'm not saying everybody's like that, but half the time, they need to be able to feel like, I want to give you my all. And if there are little things that also put us off, from your breath, to maybe you haven't had a bath, maybe you're not smelling right, you haven't excited hair, maybe you come, there's so many things that have to be done at home, you're not doing it, she doesn't even remember the last time you took her out. It's always like, okay, maybe same position constantly. So I don't know, maybe she's trying to communicate with you that maybe there are other positions to do. I don't know. But all I'm saying is that there's a disconnection between you and her.
Clearly.
And you have to talk about it. Ask her. Because she's been watching porn while you guys are busy at it. And you haven't asked her. I don't know. If you haven't asked her, please ask that. Are you doing it in a way that she's not feeling it? Like, what's up? Half the time we sit here and I'm always like, ask your partner. What if you're asking and what if they're not saying? But if you don't ask, you don't know. At least ask and let her not say anything. But for me, it's very worrying that she'll be watching porn while you're busy pounding her. That
Pounding?
Well, we don't even know whether he's pounding. But anyways, just saying. No, but because I mean, we're all adults here. We're all adults here, right?
Are we?
When he's taking you there, right? How can you concentrate? No, on a serious day, right?
No, we don't need the graphics.
Okay,
wait.
Okay. When you're busy concentrating on getting to Mount Sinai, right?
Oh Lord!
You can't even spell your name. Like,
Have you tried?
Yes, and I couldn't.
Talking from experience,
I'm telling you from experience because you're beyond. Do you see what I mean? You're. So who has time in between that session to be watching a video? Like, shouldn't she be responding? But she's not responding. But she's watching porn to get. Okay, so clearly, right now we're trying to help you solve the problem. Please have that conversation with her. Find out things that you could do to make the relationship much more romantic. Take her out. Start the whole dating process. I don't know how it was like for you guys when you were dating and how sex was like. Was sex great before you guys got married? And if it's not now, what could you do that you used to do that you could do now in your relationship? I don't know, cook for her. Do exciting things to make her excited in the relationship. Try your bit. If you're not trying, if you do it and she's still not responding, then clearly we know that there's something wrong. Okay. You can try sex toys. Sex toys. When I say some sex toys,
to sex toys.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying use a dildo. I'm not saying that. But there are certain, tiny things like, stop it. There's certain tiny things.
Are you okay?
I'm very fine.
Okay.
There's certain things that you can do. Yeah, there's certain things that you could do to spice up your relationship because you never know.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to stop because you ladies keep interrupting my.
Sorry about
that.
Yeah. So Rosina, over to you.
When I remember what I wanted to say, I wanted to.
Well, what I wanted to say was that a lot of men easily watch porn and don't hide it that they like porn. A lot of women watch porn, but they try to do it in hiding. So for a woman to openly watch porn,
and
whilst the husband is in the middle of the act, for me, it speaks volumes. One, it means that she's completely disinterested in whatever you are doing. She's very disconnected, and maybe she wants you to take a cue from what she's watching. So it's either maybe you are somebody who probably, maybe on a normal day, probably boast about your prowess, like what you can do, how you can discipline her, how you can do, but she's not feeling the vibe. And you know what? We women do not just get up. You see that for women, sex is more mental, emotional. So to get yourself all worked up to that high, and the man does some 2 minutes and decides to sleep, doesn't do it well, and ask you, are you feeling it? And you don't even know the thing is already in. You know, it's a complete waste of time. So if this woman is constantly experiencing things like that, what happens is that, what is the essence in getting your body to that level when you know they're going to be disappointed?
Yeah.
So you need something to augment that feel, so that whilst you're watching the porn, maybe when he's doing something, the 10% he's doing is augmented to at least some 70%.
Okay.
To make it somewhat meaningful to you. That is if you want to even try it.
Yeah.
So this is it. I don't know how you're because you see, there are people who can communicate on so many fronts. But when it comes to that topic, it's like a contraband topic, because largely as Africans, we don't talk about it. And even when we talk about it, we have all kinds of code names and all kinds of, I mean, if we decided to go into a local dialect and mention it for what it is right now, it would be like we are being overly vulgar.
Exactly.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So it's just not a go area.
Yeah.
So maybe, even though they may communicate about how to raise a family, church, finances and everything, maybe they haven't really had that conversation about sex, what excites them, what doesn't. So I think what the man needs to do, because he's the man who is saying, I'm actually particularly happy that he's the man who is talking to us. I think you should bring yourself to find out exactly what takes her. Maybe you should pay attention to the kind of porn she watches when you're in the act. It will give you an idea what excites her. And secondly, pay attention to things like what Olivia said. Your body. Do you take a bath? Are you clean? Mouth odor, your breath. Some people don't like overly, unkempt, facial hair. Others like it. I mean, these are some of the little things that add up. That add up to find out what really makes her tick. And you should be open to hear things that shock you.
Yeah.
So for us, you see, the thing about women is that sometimes they're afraid to talk because they don't know how it's going to land. But when you are the one who initiates the conversation to ask, is there something I could do to make it more enjoyable for you? Because it really hurts me when I'm giving it my all and I see you taking inspiration from somewhere else. And then she decides to open up. Let me just give you a word of caution. You're going to hear things that shock you.
Exactly.
But take it in good faith. Take it in because she's trying to give you information for both of you to work at it. Maybe you're somebody who doesn't believe in foreplay, for instance. You're all into pam. Because once the time comes, the mood comes, your weapon is up, immediately you want to fire away to the end. You understand? Maybe that is your thing. And she's probably watching porn of, like, soft porn, where people are kissing, people are holding. That's the message she's trying to send to you. So whatever it is, bring yourself to have that communication. But it's more important that when you initiate that conversation, be ready to hear whatever comes out. Whatever comes out. And tune your mind to the fact that you're initiating the conversation to make your lives better. Not to start an argument.
Yes, for the good.
Because sometimes when the lady starts talking, it might hit your ego. And instead of addressing the issue and making things better, what do you mean? What do you mean to say this? Do you know? Nah. Chill. Just listen to what she has to say. And then do your homework and see how you can make it better. And also let her know that act of watching it whilst you are, it takes away from you too. You understand?
Yeah.
Because what it means is it just shows that
you are nothing.
Yeah, so let her also know how you feel when she's also doing that. And then I'm sure over time you guys can sort it out, because like we always keep saying, like, look, sex is like the lifeblood of the marriage. Look, we can say everything can be so perfect. Let that thing be wrong. It's a big deal. If that thing is right, then all the other things, when they go wrong, they can have importance. But when that thing goes wrong, you can have everything right. That thing alone can collapse the whole thing.
Sure.
So all I'm saying is that, look, it's important. Have that communication, have that conversation, but be open about whatever comes out of the woman.
Just very quickly, I thought about another dimension. What if they started the relationship on the note where, when they're about to have sex, they agree to watch porn together?
I'm sure he wouldn't have complained.
He would have stated it. No?
And then at a point, he
sort
sort of like, okay, no, now the action is on. But she needs it to actually complete the whole process.
I think you'd have mentioned it if that was the case.
So for me, I would say that just discourage that. If that was the agreement you had in the beginning, just let her know that enough is enough. Like, it's up to the two of you. Now the stars should continue their job, and then the two of you should,
It's called love making. So if she's not looking at you and she's looking somewhere,
she's making it elsewhere.
No, but just saying. Yeah.
So
with you.
Yeah. Like making. And the man is original who said, "Hey, I am a man. This is what I'm like."
But that can you ladies imagine what that would do for his ego though? Like,
that's what I'm saying. Even the other way around, even as a woman, when you want to, and then your man is busily doing something else, it doesn't. How much more the man? I mean,
they don't excite you enough.
Anyway, it's Sister on City TV and 97.3 City FM. Remember, your comments are welcome on 054-998-6996. You can also send an email to jessica@cityfmonline.com. And don't forget to join our growing community, Sister Live. Search for us on Facebook. You'll actually find this logo as our profile picture. Join the community and we should be good to go. We'll go for a commercial break. When we come back, more of your messages. And you're welcome back to Sister on City TV and 97.3 City FM. So, we have a couple more messages, and this one's coming in from Joe of Dansuman. So, Joe says, Jess, I vowed before marriage not to cheat on my wife, but I think I might do it one of these days. My wife is so dull, does not attach any seriousness to our sex. She has sex when she wants and is only missionary position. When I tried something else, like doggy style, she tells me she won't and that her parents didn't do all these gymnastics before giving birth to 7 children. I've tried everything, but she won't be bothered. I can see she doesn't care if I cheat, and I hate that that's happening. She married me a virgin. I wasn't, though. So she was a virgin.
Yeah.
She wasn't she was a virgin, he wasn't.
He wasn't.
Okay, good. Now it says, I'm getting angry with her, and we're both Christians. Joe from Dansuman.
But was she there when her parents were doing it?
I'm sure her mom or somebody has told her
what
that
does
maybe that
Christianity
is
have
what.
to do with you being intimate with your partner? Like,
Please,
No, she's
a
not.
lot of
people-
parents actually
Do not encourage other forms
you
of
don't
You
even
know
know.
something? The thing is that, you see,
Some
there are
churches
different
are
levels of
very-
Christianity. And there are even certain different levels of principles when it comes to different families and everything. There are some people that believe, for instance, that sex
Missionaries
is
the way
for
to go.
procreation.
End of
Period.
story.
Actually,
It means
that's
that you
true.
only do it when you want to have a child. When you don't want to have a child, it has no place in the marriage. There are people of that school of thought. And there are people who also believe that missionary is the most respectable, most Christian way of engaging intimately. Any other thing is disrespectful to God and disrespectful to the woman you're with. And there are some people too who believe in the varied styles, and there are some people who even there are more liberals who actually don't have a problem with swinging and all kinds of things in their marriages. You understand? So everybody comes with their principles and what they would do and what they would not do. But my problem is that, you see, cheating is an individual decision. It's not a result of what somebody else is doing. Do you understand?
Definitely.
So you said you want to cheat because your wife da. You are a Christian, as you said. Does your Christian principle promote cheating or not? Does it endorse it or not? Would it make you feel any better if you went to cheat? Like, what is it going to achieve for you? You understand? You see, don't use your wife as an excuse. If you feel like cheating, say that I feel like cheating. Don't look for an excuse in your wife, because your wife is not denying you. She's only denying you varied styles. And some of these things, you see, because they are implanted principles, it takes a bit of time and coaxing to break. You can't just overnight tell somebody who like you say, you married her a virgin, so it means you are her first to start with. Her indoctrinations and everything tells her that missionary is the best thing, is the only thing that a man and a woman respectfully should engage in. So if you as a husband need to take her from one place to another, it has to be gradual. And sometimes it works if you have other couple friends who are more open about such conversations, and in conversations talk about trade information, talk about, you know, maybe have a date with Olivia and Olivia and
I promise you about that.
Olivia and you know,
Mr.
Lecousson. Let them talk about, you know,
please come,
you know, and you know, it breaks it slowly and gently. The problem is that, look, we're all coming from different backgrounds. It's not just sex, other things included. When people are set in their mindsets from childhood, it's a difficult thing to break. Don't expect to break them overnight.
True.
It should be gradual. It should be calculated. It should be. You should break those things because the people trust you enough to bend their principles for our sake. And it happens over time. The moment you're looking for it immediately, it becomes a nuisance. Like, if you don't do this, I'm going out. If you don't do this, after all, I mean, she has nothing to lose. You're the one going to be messing yourself up with somebody else.
Right.
And cheating, and this is maybe to digress a little bit, but you see, people think cheating is affecting the one you are cheating on. It's yourself. Charlie, you are sharing your body with somebody else, and this other lady, if you're not careful, and she's also a slave queen, she's going to get into your finances, going to get into your head, mess up your home. Some actually will calculatedly do it till your home breaks. Sure. You know, so sometimes you feel that you are cheating because of the person, but in the end, you end up destroying yourself. So don't say that you are going to cheat because of her. Find ways and means of working out the issues that you have. Those issues don't happen overnight because these are principles, doctrines, ideologies they were born with or they were fed with by people of trust, i.e. their parents, their church, their pastors, their elders, people who have mentored them since they were kids. So it's something that you need to work on slowly and learn how to, you know, break them for both of you, your benefit. It's not a by force thing. That's what I have to say.
I think Rosie has hammered on the channel that you should use to, you know, break this whole territory. I think what for me I want to concentrate on is the fact that looking at you saying that you're going to cheat, or one of these days you vowed not to, but one of these days she's going to make you cheat. Thing is, when you keep on, when you don't do your convincing right, when you don't do your, I don't know how to put it, but when you don't coax her right, you don't bring her like gently or break her gently into the other styles and all those kind of things, and your way is like, oh dear, mommy, I'm asking you for this. You don't even want to bend your back. Like the way you complain. Let her give up and say, it's okay, you go. When she says, or he mentioned something that she doesn't mind him cheating. Like she doesn't even care. No, the reaction is that she doesn't even care if he cheats.
If he wants to go.
Yeah.
Actually,
so he thinks she does. It's just a statement he made.
Thinks it's because of the attitude she's putting up.
Exactly.
And I just want to say that she's putting up that attitude because she thinks that, first of all, she doesn't want to, and two, she can't live up to your standard. Like, you're always asking her in the wrong way. So she's checked out of that box. And by checking out, she gives you some answers like, but it's not like she actually wants you to go. You see, I just want to say that no, it's not. It's actually not complicated.
But why say obekwa if you don't mean it?
Because it's the way it's done. It's the way you go about it. It's the way you. It's like let's say I don't eat fufu, but I don't hate fufu. So you're teaching me how to eat it. Or even like driving. You're sitting by me. Hey, man, break it. Hey, man, you say, like, you give me the chills, and you give me some, you make me nervous.
So it's like you won't even
so
learn again.
It's okay, I'll learn again. But you will get another teacher who will say, you've done well, but next time, break this way. You could have caused an accident, but do it this way. So it's just the learning process and the way you speak to the person and all that.
Yeah.
You massage the person into the thing. And for me, all her responses, don't take it as a green light for you to go and cheat. It's not a green light. She doesn't want you to do that. And as Rosina has said, cheating is personal. It's your personal conviction. If you go, please just make sure that you don't bring any
diseases,
extra whatever into the family. But then, just take your time, change your approach, and make things work.
Okay. So for me, at no point in time should anything in your marriage give you the permission to go and cheat on your partner. They could be crappy in bed, they could be whatever. You have no right. For me, the day that you stood before God and man to say, I do, means that you've decided to go through whatever challenges it is that you both intend, that come your way, through thick and thin, for sickness and health. You have decided that this is the person you intend doing the whole walk with, right? So nothing at all whatsoever should encourage you to cheat. There's no excuse for cheating, if you ask me. But moving forward, you see, you married this girl a virgin. The girl, only besides what she's been brought up to believe in, her values, her ethics, her, her religious beliefs. When a girl finds a man and she says, say, I love you to bits, right? And you, the man, you love your woman. It shows in your love-making session. She's green. Me, I'm talking from experience. So me, I was green. Hey, the way my husband took his time, today, say, it's not, you see, the woman will dance according to your rhythm if you know your stuff, and if you are gentle, and if you are empathetic of her.
And now you've overed him.
Hey, now, yes. Exactly. You see, a man, you have to know your stuff. Right? You are lucky you got the experience, and now you have her. See, and you pang. Take your time. She's your wife.
Preach.
You're meant to enjoy her for the rest of your life. What is the rush? And now see when you're doggy, tubo, a snibby.
Man, side and side.
Thank you. Thank you, Rosie. You see, today you lift the leg up this style. She doesn't know about game, but the time you realize, she's turned over. It's okay. Take your time.
Thank you.
I'm just saying. Okay.
The mental images place.
Okay.
Yeah.
So no more
I'm
mental
feeling
images.
warm.
But
I know, right?
but this is very important. I think it's very important. So we don't talk about sex as much as we should, but I think this is vital for the man and for the woman. You see, it's all about communication. It's not every time, when we say communication, it's not every time that you have to open your mouth. It's how you go about things behind closed doors with your wife. Make her feel loved. Make her feel that you're there for her. Make her feel, oh, so you don't like this. Okay. How do we try? How do you coax her to want to enjoy it? It's meant to be enjoyed. Trust me. You see, if you get your communication skills right in bed here, she'll be begging you for other positions without her even knowing that she's even begging you. So just take on what the sisters have said, take on what I'm also saying, and see how you can incorporate it into your marriage. But for now, please don't cheat. It all lies on you. You opened the cookie. Make sure that the cover is on it and it's tight and it's closed so you can enjoy it for life, in a nutshell.
Hey, Charlie,
Are you okay?
I'm okay. Olivia has turned up the heat.
I know, right?
In the studio,
Finally getting warm.
Yeah.
Anyway, so it's Sister on City TV and 97.3 City FM. Your comments are welcome. 054-998-6996. We'll move on to another message from KK in Achimota. Says, hello, ladies. I need help. I've been in a relationship for 3 months now. Over the weekend, I called her and she started acting strange. I asked her what the problem was, but she said it was nothing. In the evening, I called again and she was still acting up. She finally said she wanted a breakup. Gave no tangible reason. Jess, Sunday I called again, and this time she was empathetic. She stated that she doesn't want to hear from me again. She said all manner of things to me, and I got hurt. Okay. Jess, out of this pain, I said to her that she never loved me. Boom. She turned around and said she was just testing me, and that what I said about her never loving me has hurt her deeply. She was a virgin when we met. She now doesn't want to have anything to do with me. Did I overreact? Do I fight for her, or let her go since she doesn't want anything to do with me? I'm dying slowly. Sounds like child's play.
My dear, don't die.
No, but even I'm even confused. He didn't tell us why she wants to break up, or
no.
the reason why she broke up.
Yeah.
So why didn't you tell us? Because that also helps us.
No, he's like basically she's just testing him.
Okay,
giving him all that heartache.
Okay, so
just
this is
testing him.
3 months for.
After 3 months, the girl calls him, and she's calling the girl, is giving him attitude. Finally, the girl says she wants to break up.
Yeah, I don't want.
So he's hurt and everything. He calls her again, like, Charlie, why? What's up? The girl gives some reasons, accuses him of all kinds of things, and then he goes like, so he was so hurt. He said, "Oh wow, you never loved me." Now she's standing on the "you never loved me," and it's.
So they break up,
and then they break up. Because him say
the girl, listen. I grow on a knee, so one, two. She probably wants to go. She doesn't have any reason why. She just wants to play around and then just say, after all, crap, me, I was just joking. And then you took it serious. It's okay. Listen, a relationship of 3 months should still be in its honeymoon stage. You are not, it's not that deep. But depending on where you are at, or what kind of people you are, maybe that could be serious. Say what you mean what you say. If somebody will play about a relationship that they are serious about by making a comment like, I want to break up with you, then they don't value what they have. Your relationship is not something that you can just get up and say, I don't want. Tomorrow I want. Bring it. Don't bring it. No.
I don't think I've grown in so she knows what she's doing. Look, listen. I think she agreed to the relationship along the line. Maybe she's at that place where a lot of people are chasing her. She's giving you the opportunity for 3 months, and there's somebody else somewhere who she feels is more dignified, more worthy of your love, and she's orchestrating the breakup. Look, trust me, this is an orchestration of a breakup, and she started it. She gave you the mood for you to read the message. Now you read it and say you never loved me. Then she will stand on that. If I tell you never loved me, yes, I'm right. Because you've dated for 3 months. And no issues, nothing happens. You're giving me the cold shoulder. You're not talking to me. And then you end up saying that you want to break up with me. So if I'm questioning your love for me in the beginning, what have I done wrong? The least you could do is to say, it's not that, that's not it. But I just probably think that you're not ready for a relationship at this time. But once she's angered by that statement, it means that it was a calculated decision to break up with you. But she wants it to look like it was your fault. That you broke up. So that in future, Sebio, if the other one that she has her eye on doesn't work, she has a window of opportunity to come back into your life because it was you who made a statement that she didn't like that finally caused the breakup.
Okay.
So the thing is that, look, I've been in this game for long. Trust me. I'm not going to lie about it.
Rosie, let me do my conclusion
example
first.
She was calculating the breakup, period. So, gentlemen, don't feel bad. Don't go and kill yourself. Don't feel anything. Look, listen, it's actually good riddance to bad rubbish. You wouldn't want to spend your life with somebody who plays these kind of games.
Yeah.
Okay,
so
that's exactly what I was going to say.
Emphasize, please.
You can't come and kill yourself. That's all.
That's all.
Just let her go away. Like, seriously, if she says that, you didn't love her, say, no. If she says that she's breaking up with you and you are also questioning her and whatever, you are in your own rights. Let her go. She can't come and waste our time.
Thank you.
Yes. So the sisters have said it. Just to add to it.
Another 5 minutes.
Oh, no. It's not very easy. So just to add to it, in the future, this one, you just have to pick up the pieces and move on. Clearly, this is not love. In future, when you're in a relationship with somebody who makes you feel as though they are much more important than you are, don't kill yourself. Listen, in life, you can't force anybody to love you. It's either they love you or they don't. Finish. There are no gray areas. Leave them. Don't hang on to them so that maybe they will get up and turn around and say, if I hadn't loved you, who do you think will love you? And then they make you feel as though
you should be grateful.
You should be grateful for their love. No. Find somebody who loves you, who can't sleep, who can't eat because they haven't seen you, they haven't heard from you. Yeah. That is love. So leave this one, let her go, let her deal with her troubles, but rather move on and at least you've learned from this hard experience. You know what to expect in your next relationship.
All right, super stuff. Well, it's Sister on City TV and 97.3 City FM. We'll go for a quick commercial break. We'll be right back. Welcome back. It's Sister on City TV and 97.3 City FM, and my name is Jessica. Now, don't forget our WhatsApp number, 054-998-6996. Let's know your comments. What do you think about any of the stories that you've heard here tonight? Jerry from Winneba sends us a message. Says, good evening, sisters. I've been dating a lady for the past 9 years without intimacy. And anytime I invited the lady over, she gave me lots of stories. In the 9th year, I forced her to have sex. And she got pregnant. I found out later she had lost her virginity to someone else. When I persistently asked her, she broke the news to me that she was raped by her madame's son. And the madame warned her not to speak about it, so she kept it a secret. I was disturbed by this because I love her very much. I took my time to explain to her the consequences of what she had done, since the guy's parents are pastors, and she feels she can't report the incident. This is a crime the guy has committed, and I feel like he has to pay for it. What do you ladies think I should do? Should I pursue this?
Look at the pot calling the kettle black.
I was going to say the same thing.
After
it's not pot, it's pot calling the kettle black. Look, this is very
really. Now you want to take this case on. You equally did the same thing to her. She's been together with you for 9 years. No sex. Really, for 9 years, how long were you waiting? If you wanted to be intimate with her, how long were you waiting to officially do the right thing so you can have her as your wife? Like 9 sometimes this dating thing for years, for me, it makes no sense. You see somebody, you think that you will love them. Why should it take you? So what? You were waiting to sleep with her before you marry her? Like right now, she doesn't want to have sex. She wasn't going to have sex anytime soon. And she's held this back from you. Clearly, her experience has not been great. You rape her. Now she's been forced to tell you why she wasn't a virgin, because you're the same one who was on her case asking her, but I thought you were a virgin. Now she's told you she wasn't a virgin because she was raped. And now you want to go, really?
Like, seriously?
Seriously. Now she's pregnant. She's actually pregnant. Yeah. You didn't marry her. And you know what? Do the right thing. Mind your own business. Right now, the girl, she's experienced this thing twice. It's not fair on her. Like, are you even thinking about her stage right now? Like, really? Who does that? Do what you have to do. You've waited 9 years. You had sex with her. Clearly, marry her. Forget about this guy. This is what I think. Do what it is that you have to do so that at least the girl will feel better. Like she would, something. Don't. Right now, the pastor's son did it, right? You have no right, as far as I'm concerned, you have no right to judge the pastor's son. Madam, whatever. You have no right to do that. Mimi didn't say, it was in her past. You just went to open a can of worms, and because of your own actions, I don't know, I'm not going to get into that. All I'm saying is that move on. Do what you have to do. Take away this girl's stress, pressure, whatever. She clearly kept herself for 1,000,001 reasons. Don't add to it. Rather, try and take her out of it and move on.
Olivia has given you a lot of heat. I was going to add mine, but
adios.
No. What I'll say that you owe the lady an apology, a big apology, because you forced her, and when you admitted that you forced her is rape.
Yeah.
So don't even try to
point fingers at anybody,
and don't try to even sugarcoat it and make it look like because you are in a relationship with her, then it means that yours is sex. It's not rape.
Right.
Even married people, they rape themselves. Once you force somebody, but it's true.
Marital rape.
No, don't say rape. Say they can.
They can rape. They can rape themselves. As in, once there's no consent, it's rape. So, gentlemen, you have erred, and big time. So you need to actually apologize. Find a way to apologize. Find a proper setting to say that what you did was totally wrong. And once you have done that, try to right your wrong by changing your act of sex, the way you approach her, the way you do things. Change it so that she knows that the approach to sex is not one way. It is not a forced way. Yeah. Right. It is a loving way. It is a one that you can consummate nicely. And if she doesn't want to have sex with you because of her experience, what it is that, yes, if you love her and she loves you, 9 years is too long a time. More a day.
Depends on their age, actually.
But even if it was a course, you would have finished by now.
It still depends on their age.
Whatever it is. It depends on their age. So if they are from SS to whatever, maybe, okay, fine. But whatever it is, I feel that 9 years is a time where you can, you can cement things and make it final. And once you have done that, you try and take her to a psychologist, and the way you treat her would also make her forget what has happened in the past. You understand? So please, I beg you, you don't even have a footing in the matter. You are wrong.
Rosie?
See, when the lady says, or the lady assumes a position of being a virgin, she's not wrong. Because whatever happened in the past was forceful, it was a rape. And sometimes people have different ways of dealing with things. Sometimes people tend to block the entire episode out for them to be able to survive. And if beyond that experience, she's been able to preserve herself for 9 years with you, don't go opening a can of worms that she's trying to put behind there. We all know that where we are now, even if she decides to take it on, go to authorities, they're going to ask for evidence. In 9 years, there's no evidence to show for anything. So this whole thing about reporting, for me, is just a selfish act of humiliating her more and making her a public spectacle, because in the end, the question will be, why did it take you 9 years to even open your mouth to utter a word? Now, you went ahead and an experience that she spent her whole life trying to forget, trying to deny to herself, you made her relive that experience again by forcing her. Look, the thing is that once you've been with somebody for 9 years and you're not intimate, and you know that the person wants to probably seal this before then, you've waited for 9 years. What prevents you from, if you really like this girl, doing the right thing and then, whatever. Okay, fine. You messed up again. You forced her. But because this time around she's intimate with you, she probably will not even call it love. Now, you are probably explaining to her, you told me you were a virgin. How come I didn't see any show of blood and da-da-da-da-da? Now, you've now caused her to relive a moment she's probably denied to herself several times. Right. So you've taken her through some psychological pain, physical torture, because you have raped her, and you've taken her through so much. And all you can think about is because you felt that you had a virgin and you realized that you didn't have a virgin. That's also, you're still being selfish about the whole situation. So. You want her to bring whoever did that to book to appease you, say she lost it by virtue of the fact that she lost it by virtue of the fact that somebody raped her and that person had to pay for it. If not for that person, you would have had a virgin. You know what? You are just a selfish being. Yeah. You are very selfish. So I think that, and you did the exact same that person did, but you are not seeing yours. But you are able to point fingers at other people. So I think that, look, what you need to do, like Tina said, you need to apologize to her and apologize to yourself for bringing yourself so low, for stooping so low as to call yourself a rapist or to put yourself in a rapist bracket. You're a rapist. That's exactly what you are. You understand? And then help her deal with this psychologically. And if you truly love this lady, if you truly want her, stop being selfish. Look, if the moment you're selfish, you cannot be in a relationship. You cannot be in a relationship when you are selfish. You only want your good. I married a virgin. Oh, you can't do that. You have to be in a space where you can feel the other person's pain.
Yeah.
So you should put yourself in her shoes. She was raped 9 years ago by someone she probably respected, somebody who was in a higher position, somebody she couldn't stand up against as at that time. Put yourself in her shoes, empathize with her, and help her get out of this. And the next time you guys are going to have any form of intimacy, it should be done respectfully, properly, nicely, pregnant or not. If you want to have sex with her again, it should be after marriage. My take.
She's even pregnant.
Yeah, she's pregnant.
That's what I'm saying, pregnant or not. If you want to have sex with her, give her a meaning why she should willingly want to give of herself to you and work slowly at it. Because it's not on. I think the guy is just in a very selfish position selfish position right now. And I think that he should just tone down and forget about the past. 9 years, there's no proof. There's nothing to hold him on to.
So he felt it was okay to do that. He felt it was okay to do that. And
let me tell you why men behave like that.
I don't get it.
Why? As in why?
No, just the part where
forcing.
Yeah, like just she said no. Why is it so difficult? I don't get it. I never get it.
Let me tell you the thing. The thing is that you see some men, I think for some reason, because of the times that we're in, they feel that, like for instance, sometimes when you tell somebody, like, okay, let's say you're in a group of people talking and a lady comes out and says, I'm a virgin. Are you serious? You see, we are in times when people feel like there are no virgins on the planet, but they are. There are times that people feel that people are in a relationship and having sex, but they are not. They are staying true to their principles. So some men get into relationships with people like this and they can't believe that they want to stick to their guns. It's like for them, they don't get it because they are doing all the right things. They are probably, showering you with gifts. They are probably doing all the things, and you just aren't moved into having sex with them because you're so stuck to your principles. And sometimes some may feel like you have something to hide. So you want to unearth whatever it is that you want to hide.
But why force?
You understand? And that's when they resort to force. So it's not an explanation. But all I'm saying is that any man who has to force it out of a woman, you're low life.
True. You certainly are. Well, we're at the end of the show. Time's up.
Oh, you too. That's premature.
Yeah,
you like premature.
Time's up. We'll be back. No worries. Same time next week. And if you sent a message that we weren't able to read, we apologize for that. But we'll pick it up on the next episode for sure. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, you can send your questions ahead of time. You don't have to wait for the show on Friday evenings at 9. Of course, if you're watching on City TV, but you can just send your messages to jessica@cityfmonline.com. Thanks to my sisters, Rosina, Olivia, Tina, for coming through once again and holding the fort. My name is Jessica. Bye.